And we are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas. Some people know me as Exponential Tom in social media. And today we're going to do something that is a little bit different, but something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, which is to start live streaming some Web3 games, which is a sector that I am very, very excited about. For, yeah, well, the point is throughout these streams, we'll get to know each other a little bit more. But just as a brief introduction, I was born in Argentina, and for the last few years, I've been working in the crypto space, but mostly involved in education in the DeFi sector, which is something that I am very passionate about as it can bring a lot of freedom to places like Argentina specifically. However, after many, many years dedicating myself to it, I've noticed that it is probably through gaming that we will end up onboarding more people into the crypto space and the blockchain space. So I wanted to pioneer in that space, and I want to take advantage of some of the opportunities that this is bringing us and showcase this kind of opportunities so that everybody can take advantage. And today we are going to do, we're going to play a little bit of a game called RavenQuest, which is a very exciting MMORPG. It's pretty much brand new, so only has a few months, and it is a great game. I've been playing it around. I am no expert. I am learning still. It's a very, very in-depth game that has a lot of stuff. So throughout these gameplays, I will be learning as much as you. We'll be gonna be trying some stuff. Even this whole live stream thing, I'm gonna try to improve it as I go. This is my first time, so we shall see, and we will continue to improve as we go along. But the reason why, one of the reasons, not just RavenQuest is a great game by itself, but one of the things that it is quite exciting is that this game has been launched in the Immutable blockchain, which is a very interesting project that was born in Australia, where I am at the moment. I am based in Sydney. I was born in Argentina. I just came back from, I've been living in Sydney for the last, give or take, 8 years. But the last 9 months, I went back to Argentina to spend some time with friends, family. My wife is Australian, so I wanted her to have more time to visit my country and to get to know what the life over there is like. And after we came back, I decided to start on this new adventure. But this was for you to know that RavenQuest, the game, was launched on the Immutable blockchain, which is one of the biggest gaming blockchains at the moment. And that blockchain has been was started here in Australia, which to me is quite exciting. It's one of the reasons that I started digging into it, and I am very very excited on what they're building and the way in which they're trying to reward the players. So they're doing a lot of events and a lot of campaigns that allow you to participate, to get to try the games, play them for free, and you can start earning different tokens and get to play around with this blockchain technology, which allows you to own things, which in Web 2, unfortunately, that is not the case. A lot of times in games in Web 2, you can put a lot of time and energy into it. But then there is no way for you to take that out of the game. You don't own it. And this is where Web 3, of course, comes with a different paradigm. And I really like what Immutable is doing. I'm going to share my screen for a little bit. This is Immutable Play, which you can find it very easily. I'm going to put this in the chats so that if you haven't checked this out, I recommend you do so, because here is where you will find all the campaigns and all the different things that they're doing in order to get more players to try all these games and to get them earning through them. And right now, we are going to try and take advantage of the RavenQuest quests. So basically here you can find all the different quests they have for all the different games. And when you go to the rules, it will tell you how to unlock each one. Each one of these quests is going to give you something that are called gems. As you can see here, I at the moment have over 1,000 gems. And when the time comes, you can exchange those gems for keys, depending on how many quests you've done throughout that week. The key will be either common, and it can go all the way up to legendary. And if you go to rewards, I can show you. You can see that in 12 hours, I'm going to be able to unlock a new key. The key that I did last week was only a common key. I didn't have much time to do a lot of questing. We can see that there is almost 20,000 people around the world participating, trying to get these different keys. And you can see here the rewards that people are getting. And of course, these are the ones that have the best key, the mythic key. But some people are getting like, not like they're getting a decent amount of money. The one that got the most is almost $2,000 in IMX, which is the immutable token. And like, it's nothing to, like, it's a decent amount, let's just say. But anyway, going back to the quests, and I really encourage you to just go into the immutableplay.com, create your immutable wallet, that it will act as your account, and then you can use that account to log into all the different games that are created inside the blockchain. A lot of people don't understand this, but you can think of a blockchain as an app store, and inside of it, there's a lot of different apps that you can use. In this case, for Immutable, is an app store that is dedicated exclusively for gaming. So anyway, there are a couple of quests for RavenQuest. Let's see if we can find them. Unfortunately, they are about to end. All of the RavenQuest, the RavenQuest quests will end on May 1st. So I'm going to do a little bit of a marathon from now until May 1st. I'm just going to play the game, try to have fun, try to understand it, because it's very in-depth. It's very, I don't want to say complicated. It's fun, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of it that you can explore. I want to use this time to try to explore it, have fun with it, and see how many of these gems we can get. So, all right. What I'm seeing at the moment is that the ones that I'm still needed to finish is this one, which is basically just buying the quest token. So I might do that before the time runs out. But then we have chapter 3, which I need to reach level 10, which I already did. So this one is done. But then I need to find the Astor Demon, and I need to storm the castle, which is to compete in a guild war. I have no idea what that is, so let's jump into the game and find out. All right, so I already played a little bit. It's not showing up in the screen for some reason. Let me remove it. Let me edit again. Oh, it's not showing. Difficulties. Let me see if I can fix this really quick. Window. Share. The browser can't access your screen. This is interesting. How about now? It shows up black. Well, this is not what I wanted. It's not showing up. All right, hold on. Let me go. So yeah, let's see if I turn into full screen. But now it's switched to the other screen. All right, bear with me as I figure out these technical issues. I might need to switch the screens around. It's still black. All right, let me restart the game. Maybe that'll help. Let's exit the game. Force exit. And let us try again. Checking for updates. Okay, so this appears to be working correctly. Let's launch the game itself. I should have probably checked this before starting the live stream, but that's all right. We will improve everything as we go. That is the way I have always done things. And this is only the first attempt. It does seem like the streaming software is clashing with the game some way. I am hearing the sound, but now I cannot see. Let's close this. Let's start over. So not the best start. But anyway, in the meantime, I'll just let you know that before doing this, I used to work for several years, as I was saying in the beginning, in the DeFi education space. The reason why I stopped doing that and I'm sort of making this pivot into Web3 gaming is because I think it's gonna be through gaming that we're gonna onboard more people into the crypto space. But if you're listening and you have any question about the DeFi side, the financial side of crypto, you can feel free to leave a question and I will do my best to answer. So most people do tell me that they like the way I explain things because I make it simple. And oftentimes when it comes to crypto, unfortunately, the explanations that you find are anything but. Okay. So I am not able to log in. There we go. Exponential Tom, enter the world. Connecting to the game server. It's showing up. Excellent. We are in. We are in. Good, 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 good. All right. So I have already played the initial part of the game where you are in your little town and you have to go and find this kingdom. And I just made this little farm and I grew a bunch of like potatoes. And if you never play RavenQuest, you have this little dog that keeps teaching you how to play. Every time you find something new, he pops up. So let's see what he says now. He said, all we need to do is take this bag of supplies to a merchant. That's easy money. So that's my next quest. I just grew a bunch of stuff and now I'm going to collect it and go and sell it to get some money. I have chose to be an archer as my main profession. And then I choose a sub profession that allows me to heal. And the screen just went dark again. You are kidding me. And it's telling me that the server restart will begin in 30 minutes. Please check the official Discord socials. Thank you. Oh no, what? It's a bit of a disaster, isn't it? First of all, the screen is all dark, and there's gonna be a reset in 30 minutes. Joy. Okay, it might not have been the best time to do this. and I am not sure what's happening with the streaming software. Okay. All right. I might need to figure this out for tomorrow. In which case, we might try to do something different. We might need to pivot in real time. And the way we're going to do that is by changing the game. Today was going to be a RavenQuest streaming. Unfortunately, we clearly chose the wrong time to do it. They're going to do a reset, and the screen is not showing properly. So let's try a different game from the same blockchain. From the same immutable blockchain, we are going to try a game called Trivers. Trivers is a very fun game. I've been enjoying it a lot. And they're also doing campaign at the moment, which you can participate in to earn different kinds of rewards. At the moment, they're giving 3 kinds of rewards based on where you end on the leaderboard. So I'm going to quickly put the game in this screen, swap this here, remove this real quick, and change the screen to this one. And there we go. And now I can look straight at you when I talk. All right, so I'm gonna quickly write a comment. We had to pivot from RavenQuest to Trivers due to technical issues. But that's all well and good. We're gonna pin that message there in case somebody joins later in the game and they are like, hold on, this is not RavenQuest. But I usually play it on the phone, but it'll be fun to try it here. So this is another MMORPG. Let's go to the column. And the objective here is to kill. Basically, we need to level up in order to get points, and whoever gets the most points during this campaign is going to get the most tokens. And there's going to be some of the tokens from the game itself. What happened? Oh no. The campaign will reward players with their own token. There's going to be some immutable tokens as well, and some Mon tokens. So by participating in this event that is going to last for 20 more days, you're actually going to get 3 different kinds of tokens. So it's a great time for anyone to try this game. It's called Trivers, and you can find it on Epic stores. You can also find it on the phone and on the iPad, just in the App Store. Okay, let's do this. And you can roam around killing these little guys. At the moment, I am using the magical staff, which is what allows me to shoot. And I upgraded it, so I have some extra magic. But you can also use like a sword and shield, or you can use a bow, a hammer, a two-handed sword. There's a bunch of stuff. I like using this one though. It is my favorite. Keep getting disconnected. Okay. And if you look at these things, we can also mine them if we want to get minerals that we can then use to craft into more powerful weapons, and we can upgrade our weapons. That's how I got different kinds of magic. Here we have our level, our life. This is our daily goal, our current streak. And I have the fireball magic and the healing spell, which is really good. And now it will be great if we can find a dungeon, because that's when the monsters get a little bit stronger. What? Frankfurt. Yeah, I'm not close to Frankfurt. Let's go to Singapore. Maybe that's gonna cause a problem with your request. Okay. Let's go to the US. Hmm. Disconnected while trying to connect. All right. Let's do this. I really like the game, even though sometimes it does have these basic helmet. I don't want the basic helmet. I want this one. No, I want the Berserker. I have the arcane one. Where is it? Dire. This one. Arcane Crown. Much better. All right. Good. Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find a dungeon, and we can. All right. There's a dungeon right here. Here it tells you the difficulty and what the kind of monsters that you can expect. I have never done this kind, fighting the golems. So let's do it for the first time together. All right. How do I move the screen around? Whoppa. All right. Because on the phone, I can switch the camera around by touching it. I am not sure how to do it on the computer. So I'm where to go? Huh. Okay. Mm. I don't see a way out. It must be through here. What? I need to switch the camera around. How do you do that? No, that's not it. Challenge, NFT, progression tree, progression tree. Huh. Interesting. I never took any time to check all this stuff. Anyway, how do I move the screen around? That's what I want to know. I don't know. Okay. All right. That's okay. We can figure it out. Oof, damn you, Golem! And I'm gonna show you the power of the fireball. Whoa! Giant golems! Whoa! It's time for a fireball. The fireball is pretty cool because it's at area damage. So when you have a lot of enemies, fireball it. Luckily, I am pretty powerful, and I can also use my magic heal, and I have a bunch of potions. I have 28 potions, so I think I'm gonna be okay. It's a fun game. It's really fun on the mobile as well. Especially on mobile, I have one of these, which is a controller that you can connect the phone to it, and you can just play, and makes it very fun. It's very good to be on the go. And at the moment, I really recommend you try the game because of the contest. So for the next 20 days, there is an opportunity to not only try the game, but earn some tokens while you do. Although, and this is something that needs to be mentioned, in order to be eligible for the giveaway, you need to at least buy one of the NFTs. And this is done to pretty much deter the spam accounts and bots and things like that. But the cheaper NFT that you can buy to participate is only $5. So at least you don't need to invest a lot of money. So that's something, if you like to start engaging on the Web3 ecosystem and want to try earning some tokens while you do. Keeps happening. Yeah, unfortunately, the team is trying to fix a lot of these issues. It is unfortunate, especially when you're in the middle of a dungeon, because when you get disconnected, you're sent back to the beginning, as you can see, which can be annoying. To me, I don't much care because I enjoy playing the game and I just want to level up my character to be up on the leaderboards and see how many tokens I can get by just playing around. So it doesn't really bother me. It's a little bit annoying on the phone. I have found that when I play on the phone, it disconnects a lot less. On the computer, it's a bit more buggy, but I am hoping that the team can fix it and get it up and running. I think that at the moment they are, because it's a small team. It's like an indie title, and I think they were just not expecting so many people to be playing the game. But Immutable as a blockchain is growing a lot. Oh no. And is gaining a lot of traction, a lot of attention, and yeah, a lot of players are really enjoying being a part of the ecosystem. I like the magical one because I can shoot from a distance. And if you are clever, you can dodge the attacks, especially with things like the golems, which are a bit slow. Oh yeah, and the golem goes down. Fireball. And now we heal. And at the end of the dungeon, there's usually like a big boss that is a bit harder to beat. Oh, oh, there's a bit of a delay that makes it a little bit difficult to. Ah, so close. We were so close. Ah, see, for next stream, I need to figure out how to broadcast from my phone, which I am not sure how to do. Because on the phone, I can usually finish the dungeons without being disconnected, which makes it a lot more entertaining for me and for the viewers as well. I also need to get a better light so you can see me better. It's a lot of things that I need to do to make this better. But it's okay. We are working on it. This was only the first attempt. Today is the first intro. And everything else can be improved over time. Ouch. Stupid golems. Now you can also create parties with people, and that will make the game a bit more fun if you're playing with others. You can also combine your different abilities. Like, for example, when I use my heal, that area, I would heal my entire party if they're close to me. And that can be like part of the strategy, you know? There's a bit of a delay sometimes when you're trying to dodge the attacks that makes it a little bit more difficult. But at the same time, it adds an extra layer of challenge. Ah, the golem goes down. Don't stop me now, little golem. All right, we're finally getting a bit further away. And I think for the next stream, I will connect the controllers because I find it more fun to play with the remote than the keyboard and the mouse. But it shall do. And I am actually quite interested to see how much tokens I'm gonna get by playing this game. And I wanna do my best to show everything as publicly as possible, so that you can also get an idea of maybe if you wanna try some of these quests, how much you can get. I wanna try to do it as openly as possible, so that yeah. Whoopa! Ah, the golem goes down. Oh my god, I think it's gonna be like a recurrent thing. Like I said, I personally don't care because I still get to level up my character, which helps me to get the points. Maybe for the viewer, this does can get a little bit annoying, perhaps. But at the same time, if you want to have any questions, if you want to talk to me, like I said before, getting into the Web3 gaming ecosystem, I was very deep into the DeFi space. So if you have questions about that, the idea is to create a space where we can just come, chill, play, have fun, and learn and collect digital assets as we go. And kill some random monsters. Why not? Olay! Yeah, it seems like when I don't go into a dungeon, it doesn't break. So perhaps we will stay in the overworld and just explore it a little bit. Oof, and see where it leads us. Because usually I just go from dungeon to dungeon. I don't walk around to see what I can find. There's a wolf over there. I see you, wolf. Uh oh. Ah, taste the fireball, little wolf. When you first start, the wolves are really powerful, but now I have collected a lot of equipment that makes it so that they're not a danger to me. We can perhaps switch it up a little bit. Let's try playing with sword. Uh, The sword does a lot more damage, but you have to get very close to the monsters. That's why I prefer the staff, especially for the dungeons, because the dungeons usually there's a lot of more creatures. But we can swap it around, and I can show you a little bit of all the different weapons. So that's the sword. The sword is kind of nice. It's like all attack, almost no defense. The staff is pretty cool because it you can use magic and you can use the healing spell, which is my favorite spell. And let's see what else we have. We have the sword and shield, which is like a mix of good defense and good offense without being exceptional in any of them. But it's good because you can attack faster. When you first begin, this is your sword and shield is the one that they give you, and that's how you start your adventure. And as you can see, I have not unlocked any magic or any special skill for this one, which is something that I probably should do. These little teleports, you can take them to different parts of the map. I'm gonna take it back to the golem. Uh-oh. Hmm. It's also the hammer. But oh no. It's stuck again. Uh-huh. I also completed all my quests. Oh no. How difficult is my videos different subjects? Level 27. Oh, that'd be good. Quest invitation. I'm stuck. Okay. Let's log out and log back in. We got stuck. And now we're getting stuck in the loading screen. Today has not been the best day, but I wanted to do this live stream, get it out of the way, because the hardest thing is to get started. And that's where most people, they never get started. And whatever it is that you want to do in life, the most difficult step is always going to be the first step. All right. So I've been sent back into the town, which is actually a good opportunity because I can show you a little bit of what you can do in the town. The main thing that you're going to do is here and here. This one is the blacksmith. So you're going to forge your weapons. And this guy is the one that you're going to equip your weapons with special skills. So let's begin. Let's see what kind of weapons we can. This is the stuff that I have. The Arcana Master Staff. I have the bow. I have both bows. The dire bow is better than the iron. I have this one. Don't have that one, the Arcana blade. And I don't have the claws. So you have iron, dire, and berserker. So this tells you what you need to gather. This one is easy because you can just buy it from the shop. This one, you can refine it here just by chopping some wood and getting some rocks, which I have a lot of rocks. So you have craft and refine. Refine is to get the material so you can craft your weapons. Here you can choose weapon, armor, or items, which you have none. Now, I have this sword already, which is the best that I can do for the sword and shield. In order to get this little thing, I need to go to the dungeon. Now, you just saw how going to the dungeon is causing everything to crash. So unfortunately, we're not going to go to the dungeon. But we can create the Arcana Master Blade and we can create the Dire Wolf Claw. What I need for the claw is just this one, and what I need for this is the little screws and one of these, which I can create here. Fine. So what I need now is 2 of the screws, which I could either refine them if I get all the materials, which means I need to go and chop some wood, or I can just buy them, which is usually just the easiest thing to do. So let's quickly, I'll show you where the shop is. What are you telling me, Guard James? Someone had to tell Vinyl not to stare at the girls while on duty. Okay, will do. Whenever I see Vinyl, that is. And here's the shop. And in the shop, we can get what we need. So we need a fiver. You can get it. Let's buy some of these because they always ask you to get this. Plus, we have so much gold that really doesn't matter. Let's get 20 of these so we have to spare. And we're good. And now let's go back to the blacksmith. I am level 11 at the moment, which is good. But for this campaign, you can go all the way to level 30. That's where I want to be at. All right. Now I can craft the master blade and the direwolf claw. And we can go and test them out. But before we do so, we can talk to this guy. And here you can choose your weapon and you can add abilities to it. Like I've used the direwolf bow quite a bit. And I used the first one that it gave you. Here we have the claws, giant hammer, staff, which I have here, this one. And I cannot add a third ability because these two, I already have them and I have them max level. And then I have a heal, which I haven't found this item because I need to defeat the Buffy Queen. This one, I need to defeat the Automa Giant Galata. And the Meteor Strike, I need to defeat the Golem Titan Buzal. So I cannot get them yet. But let's see. Maybe we can get something for the Master Blade. We can either get the Charge Attack or a Teleport Slash. You dash forward and slash your targets immediately. I like this one. Arcane Skill Master. Alright, let's do this. Infuse. And let's upgrade. We need more of these little screws. Alright. Let's get some more screws. And let's switch. Because let's see, the hammer gives you plus 10 attack, plus 6 defense. And the Master Blade that we have, where is it? Gives you plus 14 and plus 5. This is pretty good. Let's move the screen so I can see the little cross. There we go. Hey, you. Go away. So now I can do this. Nice. Although I will say my favorite still is the magical one. Let's buy 50. That should give us enough for a while. And also you can see here that as you level up, you can unlock different places to go. And there's a lot of them. And we are not in the right place. I don't want to refine. I want to level up, upgrade, max level. And then we can do charge attack. Why not? Let's upgrade it. Why not? Upgrade again. Why not? So now we have the sword to the maximum that we can have it. And let's go back to the Golem Cave. Oh, completely missed the target. And what does the number 2 do? Let's test it. Let's stunt it first. And now. Yeah. And it's kind of cool, but it takes a long time to recharge. Yeah, the sword is a cool item. I think that's why most people use it. But last time we went this way, and I ended up going to the previous scene. I want to go forward, see what else is out there in the world awaiting for us to explore it. Oh, yeah, sword is very powerful. You can basically just one hit everything or two hit everything. There's so many trees here to chop. Oh, look at that one. I've never seen this one before. Let's see if we can. Oops. Whoa. Oof. This guy is powerful. Wole. No. Completely missed. Yeah. Not a fan. Perhaps we need to go back to what we do best, which is this one. Close, but not close enough, my friend. Oh, that one's new as well. So another thing that you might find useful is that when you chop or when you do anything that gathers resources, every time you take one of these down, which is when this fills up, you get 10 experience points and you can level it up. And I believe for the contest, you can level up these things up to level. I should check it out. It was either level 15 or level 20. I should check it out because I already have my chopping wood skills to level over level 15. I had never seen this area. This is very new to me, so we shall see what we find. What is that guy? Oh, okay, he's part of the background. Die, little slime. Die. Oh, this guy has a cool armor. Seems like the armor from the golem dungeon that I could not finish. How's that? Whoa. Nice catch. Whoa. Look at this massive wolf. Die, wolf. Die. So the game has been working very well so far. I think we might try to do another dungeon, perhaps? Perhaps if we go back to the golem dungeon, we can actually make it happen this time around. Because at least we can, if we do that, we can unlock new weapons. Instead of just roaming around the open free world. As enjoyable as that is. He got me. I am the arcane wizard. Step out of my way. It's my fireball. Huzzah. So this is what I like about having the one that shoots from a distance, is that you can avoid getting hit and just strike him. Oh no! Oh boy. Get out of my way! Huzzah! Oh no! You are all inconsequential to my adventure. You're just on the way. No! Huzzah! Alright. Here we're back at the golem area. Let's find a dungeon and let's try to do it. Here it is. Alright, let's go for it. I believe this time around it shall be different. Got a potion. We have 30 now. Pretty well equipped. And let's kill some golems. Ah, that was too far away. Die, golem. I don't have time for you. I will reach the end of this dungeon. Our golems have a very long reach. Wadley! You can't hit me, you slow golem. It hit me. But it's okay, I can just heal. And the good thing is that the magic that it costs me to heal, it goes back over time. So that's why I like this one, because I can just keep healing pretty much forever. Whoppa! Ouch. And I can also do area damage at a distance with the fireball, which is very useful. Huzzah! No damage suffered at all. This character, the magician, is especially good if you are playing by yourself and you don't have a party, because you can kill most monsters before they get to you. You can do area damage at a distance, and you can heal. So it's very easy to clear the dungeons by yourself. Ouch. There you go. Oh, and this blue line here, that's my experience. So that will, when that fills up, I will level up and I will fully heal at the same time, which is pretty useful. I hate the ones that shoot at a distance. Ole! Wazza! Close, but not close enough. I'll say that the designs of the creatures are pretty. I love them. I love the style. Ooh, chest. You. Ow. Huzzah! Uh-oh. And the golem goes down. It's time to heal. Uh-oh. Fireball. Dodge him. Couldn't dodge him. Huzzah. So while we play, I'll talk a little bit more about the whole Web3 gaming space in general, not just about this game. At the moment, there are a lot of different blockchains that are specializing on gaming, and I plan on doing streams on all of them eventually. It's going to take a little bit of time because there's a lot of them, and some of them are really good, and they have a good catalog of games. There's no shortage of games in the Web3 space. Uh, I think the ones that have the most name and fame at the moment are Immutable. There is the Ronin ecosystem, which most people know because of the game Axie Infinity, which was a big hit during the last crypto cycle, especially in places like, I think it was, I don't know, someplace in Asia where people were making more money playing that game than, they were making more money playing that game than working. So a lot of people stopped working and just play the game. So much so that the Axie Infinity token, the I think it was called the Smooth Lab Potion, so Smooth Lab SLP. Apparently, and I've been told that you could actually buy it. I mean, not buy it. You could go to like a coffee store and the place would accept it because everybody was playing Axie and everybody was earning it. earning it, and everybody was using it. So it became like a currency, which is wild to think that. And that is one of the things that leads me to believe that gaming will be the way in which most people will end up either adopting crypto or making their first steps into the crypto space. Is going to be through gaming more so than financial tools. Of course, I think the financial tools that crypto offer are they are the most powerful and the best. And I personally hold all my money in crypto, and I use a lot of different DeFi tools to help me in my daily life to manage my finances. But I think it's much easier to get people to try a game than try to convince them to try a new DeFi app. But I believe that once people start playing games and earning in games and interacting with this technology, then they will start to accrue different kinds of assets. And once they have the assets, then they will look for what they can do to leverage the power of those assets. And that is when DeFi will be something that they might get interested in. Ow. And that's why I am at the moment focusing in creating gaming content in the Web3 space. Plus, it's a lot more fun to play games than to talk about interest rates and APYs. But back to what I was saying, there are many blockchains that are specializing on gaming. Immutable, I think, is one of the best. Ooh, this is the Golem Titan Basal. So if I kill him, I'll be able to forge new weapons. Excellent. Um, so what was I saying? Yeah. So we talk about Immutable. That's the one that is set up here in Australia. And they are creating a lot of really amazing games, even some AAA games. They just announced that the series of game Might and Magic, which I used to play a lot when I was younger, I love that series, is gonna be launching as a Web3 game very soon. And I am excited for that one. It will be different than the ones that I used to play. Because the ones I used to play, they used to be like a top-down strategy game. It was a mix of like a game like Age of Empires or like RTS, but oh no, this guy is so powerful. Ah, missed by that much, my friend. Okay, maybe I need to. Whoopa! Whoa! Oh, got hit. Woof! Oh my god! Oh no! 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 Ocean! I don't have time. I don't have mana to heal. When you do the little rolling, it consumes your energy, and the energy is the same thing that you use to cast magic. So if you roll too much, you won't be able to cast. I won't be able to cast my healing spell. Oh no! Ouch! Oof! This is not looking good. I cannot replenish my energy enough to heal. Yes. Oh no, I'm stuck. Damn you, Bazaar. Bazal. Oof. Eat my magic. Heal. No. Yes. Fireball. Yes. See, now I have unlocked a bunch of new weapons and things that we can forge because I have the golem core. Now, the only issue with this is that I basically need to, like, I only got one of the basal cores, and that's going to allow me to create one of the basal items, which means I'm going to have to come back and kill him a bunch more times. You may say that that's a little trick that the creators are doing so that you would replay the same dungeon over and over. Uh, you might be correct, but it doesn't make the game less fun for me. I don't mind just going back and doing it all again because it's fun. And I get to level up my character, which puts me in a better standing for when they give out the rewards. So let's see what we can make now. Let's have a look. Arcane Staff, Basal Blade, Basal Crusher. Okay, so those are the new weapons. The sword and the hammer. Unfortunately, for the magic, this one still remains the best option. I was hoping I would get a better staff. That did not happen. But we can probably get Arcane, that's one they have. Basic. Here we go. Basal Heavy Armor. Plus 87, plus 22. And the one that we have is what? Plus 75, plus 16. So this one is better. And I can get it as long as I get two of these, which are easy to get. So at least I can get better armor. These are the three that I will attempt to build first. So let's do it. Let's get what we need and let's build them. So I think the stream started with a lot of hiccups, a lot of problems, technical issues. But in the end, Trivers functioned well. We were able to finish a dungeon. We're going to forge some new stuff. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the end result. And like I said, this is the first one. Things will get better over time. Let's get this one. And let's equip it. Dire skin. I should get rid of the old ones because they just clutter and make it more difficult for me to find what I want. Let's go back to the golem cave and let's... Oh no. What I really like about this MMORPG Trivers is that you can just pick it up and play. It's super easy. It's not as dense as other ones, which requires you to like learn a lot of stuff before you can just hop on and have fun with it. So it's a very much recommended for new players into the Web3 space. So, what I was saying before, going back to the conversation about the different blockchains that are specially designed for gaming. We talk about Immutable, we talk about Ronin, which Ronin started as that game, Axie Infinity, and you would play that game on Ethereum, which is the second most valuable cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin. But then they created their own chain, the Ronin chain. And now there's a bunch of games that are launching on the Ronin chain. And we might do a special streaming showing you the platform that you can use to access all their games. So I would say at the moment, Immutable and Ronin are very high up there in terms of the ones that have the most attention, the most games, the most players. But then you have other ones, other new ones. Like there's one that is quite new. It's called Scale, and they are attracting also a lot of very interesting games. And there's a lot of different platforms that you can use, kind of like the Epic Game Store, but specifically designed for Web3 gaming. There's one called Elixir, there's one called Hyperplay, and they are always doing different kind of contests and giveaways and doing things to keep people coming back, trying the different games, playing around with them, and they will reward you with tokens or NFTs or stuff like that. So that is all stuff that we will look into in different streams that we will try to do. And it is a very, very big universe, the Web3 gaming now. It's becoming super large that I am not even able to keep track of everything that's going on in it. And I don't think one person can follow all of it. It is that big. And that's why I'm trying to, as I do this live streams and as I do my content and all that, I am trying to build like a database where you will be able to find, once I have it up and running, the different ecosystems, and you're going to be able to find the games in each one and know what kind of contest it's happening at the moment and all that good stuff to make it easier for all the people that want to start exploring and playing around with this very incredible new technology that allow for a different kind of experience when playing games. Die, little ones. I love the fireball. Uh-oh. Ah, you missed. Hoppa. Oh, and there's another one that I also want to show you in a future stream called Basement. The website is basement.fun, and it's good because they have a lot of very simple flash games that you can play, and just by playing all of those games, you start accruing points and things in order to get airdrops. An airdrop is when a game or a project, any project that has a token, decides to run a campaign and allow users to earn points by doing certain actions. Like, for example, right now, we are participating in what is called Play to Airdrop, which means we're playing the game. By playing the game, we're earning points. And when the campaign ends, depending on the amount of points that we've gathered, we're going to get a certain allocation of tokens. They're going to be just airdropped to everyone's wallet. So that one, basement.fun, they do kind of airdrops and things like that. But the games are much simpler games that you can just play whenever you have like 5 minutes and you just want to have a little bit of fun and not think too deeply. Um, Another blockchain that does, and that blockchain is a layer 3, which if you're not into crypto might sound a little bit complicated, but anyway, all you need to do to know is that it works on top of the blockchain created by Coinbase, which is one of the most important crypto companies in the world, especially in the US, the biggest exchange in the US. And the way that most people get introduced to crypto, a lot of times it's either they're buying Bitcoin, either Coinbase or Binance. Those are the two bigger ones. Anyway, Coinbase created their own blockchain called Base. And then the people of Basement, which is this platform that you can jump into playing different games, created a blockchain on top of theirs called Basement. So you have base and then you go to the basement, which is kind of fun. And they have a couple of cool titles. So we will explore that as well. And once I create my database, you're going to be able to find it and be able to filter for the games from each ecosystem to make it easier for you. Because sometimes it's easier to focus on one ecosystem, because then you can just use the one wallet for that one. Otherwise, you have to manage different kinds of wallets. That can get a little bit complicated. It's not that difficult, but you know. And there's also two other blockchains that are not really gaming blockchains, but they are developing their own gaming ecosystems that I am super excited about. And those ones are Solana and Sui. And the reason why I'm so excited about is because they have both created their first gaming consoles, the Sui Play and the Solana Play. And they look amazing, especially the Sui Play. Sui Play is a lot more expensive than the Solana Play, but I already pre-ordered both of them. And I honestly cannot wait until I get it delivered and get to play all their games. Because especially those two ecosystems, both Solana and Sui, are doing the best things when it comes to blockchain growth, because they're not really made for gaming. They are made for financial stuff. And they are huge. They are my two favorite chains when it comes to everything that has to do with DeFi and when it comes to where to invest. if we're talking about financially speaking. Of course, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. But I am, when it comes to investment, I am mostly invested in Bitcoin, Solana, and Sui. Those are my three better choices. So to me, like a gaming console, especially both of them are handheld. So they're made to play on the go and designed so that you can earn while you play. And you can earn within the Solana and the Sui ecosystem, which are the two that are growing the most. So I am super excited and I cannot wait to get my hands on them. But even this game runs on the immutable blockchain. You will be able to play this game on the Sui Play. So it's not going to be just for Sui games. You will also be able to play any normal Web2 game if it's on Steam or on the Epic Store. So I can't wait to get it. I think it's going to be great. And once I do, I'm going to create content around it so you can see whether or not you would like to get it as well. Oh no. He's here. Damn it. He got me again. No, not this time, Bazal. Fool me twice. Shame on me. I don't think you can jump over that. I think I got you trapped, my friend. I found your weakness is that little tree. This is so cool. He cannot jump if we have the stone between us. And he is too slow, which gives me ample time. It feels like cheating, but I don't care. I got you now, Bazal. Alright, I just discovered the best strategy to deal with him. He can't activate his jumping move as long as there is a rock between us. He can't hit me, but I can hit him. Interesting, my friend. You thought you were so powerful, didn't you? But you were defeated by a rock. Excellent. Oh, look at him. He's trapped. Die. And we're about to level up. Excellent. Okay, it's gonna be very easy to defeat him a couple more times and get the whole Bazal outfit. Excellent. Okay, is there anything? Oh, is there somewhere we can go? No. All right, let's exit and let's get the next part of our equipment. I shan't even bother with you people. Although, so we can also a ruby. We can get a ruby. But this is firewall. I already have the firewall. So we can get this. You saw a barrage of falling rocks from the sky over a target area, doing 280 damage. Fireball does 170. Ooh, it's much more powerful. The skill is not learned yet. So I'm not. Something is missing. I need to unlock it somehow. Perhaps by leveling up. I believe that's gonna be what unlocks it. Anyway, in the meantime, let's create the Bazal lower armor. Is a helmet? It's not working. Come on, let me do it. Oh no. I was doing so well. See how it says sign with immutable. That's because this game is part of the immutable blockchain. Okay, Singapore's not working. Let's go back to the US. Hmm. I don't think it's working. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of snack. Fail to connect with games. Disconnect. Come on, people, let me play. Let's go to Frankfurt, Germany. Save me. Brazil, save me. My South American brothers. And we're back to Singapore. Yes. All right. Oh, I'm starting to really look like a golem. Back to the golem cave. All right. It seems like this dungeon it tends to be the same every time. That's okay. The game is fun. I just found a new way to easily kill the end boss, which is always good. And we get a chance to talk more about crypto gaming. While improving my character and potentially earning some tokens. So yeah, I pre-ordered the Sui and the Solana Play. I am very excited. I will create some content once I. Uh-oh. Please don't. We were doing so well. We were doing so well. I'm gonna create some content when I get both devices. I will find a way to broadcast from my phone. Because when I play this game on the phone, it doesn't disconnect as much. The problem is when you play the desktop version, and I don't know why. Come on, Singapore. All right. Let's give it another go, this time from the US. I'm not even gonna go to get the potion because I already have 31 and I don't use them. I have my magical healing spell. So I know where this damn Bazal lives. I know you live, Bazal. I can get ya. So yeah, I will be showing all the games that you can play on the Sui Play once I get it, and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. I've also ordered the Solana phone called the Seeker. So that should be good as well. I'm sure you can play a lot of crypto games from it, as well as use a lot of the different crypto applications. The Seeker phone, which is a phone built that uses Solana, um, it was expected to come at the end of summer in the US, which I believe is right now. So it's running a little bit late, but all these devices, you get them in pre-order to get all the benefits because they come with a lot of different tokens inside of it. A lot of projects do airdrops to the people that have the phone because the phone itself it's a crypto wallet at the same time. And I also got another phone that uses both the Solana and the Aptos blockchain that is called the Jambo phone. And that one, I should be getting it hopefully soon. I expect it within the next month. I should get it. And I'm going to make a lot of content once I have all those devices. So then you can see it and you can judge for yourself whether you want to get one as well or not. Fireball. Oh, and another blockchain that I forgot to mention that is getting into game, although it only has very basic, simple games that you can play on your phone, is the Telegram blockchain. Telegram, which, if you don't know what it is, it's like a messaging app, like a WhatsApp, things like that. Anyway, Telegram is very popular for all the crypto projects. They have a Telegram group. It's very popular within the industry, and it has millions and millions of users. So they decided to create their own blockchain, and now you can, within the messaging app, you can open this what they call mini apps. And a lot of these mini apps are different games that are very simple, casual games. A lot of them are like clicker games. I don't like them because they're like a bit too simple for me. But anyway, you can start playing. They have a bunch of games that you can just go on, play for a bit, and some of them do give you tokens and things like that. The idea was to try and make Telegram, the app, into this kind of super app where you get to play games, earn tokens, and then you have some financial applications that you can use those tokens to convert them into stuff like Bitcoin, Ethereum, stuff like that. So you can get real value out of them. I am not so sure how successful they've been so far. There have been a couple projects that again, there have been a couple projects within the Ton ecosystem. Ton is the name of their blockchain. But again, I haven't dug deep into that one yet because most of the games that I found they were just clicker games and things like that. I was not very into them, or they were like these games where the character just progress automatically, and all you need to do is buy the upgrades and then just watch the character go. And to me, that's a bit too boring. I guess some people may like something like that. It was not for me, but they have a lot of games, and they are constantly coming up with new ones. So I'm sure, and at some stage, I will start looking to see, because I'm sure they must have something good hidden, some hidden gems. And those types of games are good to play, like if you're waiting for the bus or you're on the train or something like that. That you don't really have the time to like play something like this. You just want to do something quick, easy, and get some tokens out of it. um, to me, I'm always trying to find something that is a good game first. And then, if it rewards you with tokens and things like that, then that's even better. But I don't like playing games just for the token because, yeah, I don't know, that's not how I want to spend my time. There are better ways of getting tokens, like you can just buy them if you really want them. And a lot of times, if you just do these kind of things just to get a token, there might be more productive ways to use your time. But there's a whole thing called the airdrop hunters, which is people that just go around and try to get as many airdrops and things like that, and they make a living out of it. Um, some people do it. One of my friends in Argentina, that's what he does. Him and his friends have like a whole team, and they just try to farm as many airdrops as possible, and they try to find which game is going to be the next one to have a campaign, and then they all get together and team up to try and climb the leaderboards. And it works, but sometimes you don't know how much you're gonna get. So sometimes you get less than you expected, and you wasted a lot of time and a lot of energy. So if you don't enjoy the game and then you don't get the airdrop you wanted, you end up kind of wishing you could go back in time and do something different. But that's why what I'm trying to do is try to bring attention to the games that are fun to play. I like this one. I know it's at this stage it's a bit repetitive because you have to play a bunch of times the same dungeon if you want to get all the gear and such. Um, but the gameplay is fun, and this is not the final version of the game. The team did say that I think after this campaign, the game will be reset, so a lot of the progress will be lost, and next time you might need to start from scratch. It was not clear exactly how big the reset is going to be. I might need to look more deeply into that. But they are making the game, right? This is not the final version of it. But I think they're doing a good job. The game is fun. The gameplay is there. They probably just need to add a bit more content, make the world, so you can explore it a little bit more, add some more quests, things like that would be great to make it more engaging. And they're using these campaigns to pretty much do that, get feedback, figure out what's working, what's not, what needs to be changed. It is often said that tokens, they help to solve a very big problem, which is called the cold start problem, which means, for example, if you're an indie game developer team, let's just say, and you create a game just like this one, it's like, okay, how do you get people to play your game? Because you can go to the App Store right now and you can get a lot of games that are quite similar, along the same lines. So it's like, how do you get people to choose this one over all the other ones? And that's where token incentives, they attract players, because all the other games in the App Store, they're not doing a campaign airdropping a bunch of tokens to the players. And if you think about it, games are only valuable when they have lots of players playing it, right? So you can have an amazing game, but if nobody plays it, that game is not valuable. So then it stands to reason that a lot of the value of a game comes from the players, right? Like, for example, I know World of Warcraft. We were so close. We were so close. Anyway, for example, World of Warcraft was one of the most valuable games, right? Everybody was playing it, generated tons and tons of revenue for Blizzard. Now, the players themselves, they were creating all the value. If nobody played the game would be pretty much worthless. But the players themselves, they couldn't get any of that value. All that value accrued to Blizzard, the company. The people that worked on the game, they kept all the value. And that's the Web 2 model. In the Web 3 model, you are using the token to solve the cold start problems. Like, if nobody knows my game, how do I get them to play? So you attract players with it. But at the same time, you're sharing the value of the game with the people that are creating that value, which are the players. And that's why I love the Web3 ethos. Now, unfortunately, it's not always done correctly. And a lot of people and a lot of games abuse it. And the way that they create a token, which is called the tokenomics, right? The economics behind the token, because each token is different. They are not all created the same, and that's why they have different values. And a lot of the times they create the token in such a way that it's gonna go up in price very quickly, because that attracts more players. Once player hear that, hey, if I play that game, I get this token and the value is going up, everybody starts rushing to go and play the game. And you get a lot of people that are not really interested in being a part of your game or bringing value to the game, and they're just looking to farm the token. And then the token they dumps. That's how we call it, pump and dump. So the system can be abused and it can be created in ways that are not great for the players, especially players that want to play the game for the long run and they're not just there trying to farm it and move on to the next. But in essence, the idea of the token, again, to solve the cold start problem and to reward the people that are bringing value to the game, share the value with the players themselves. That vision, that idea, that ethos, that is very real and extremely powerful. And that is the spirit of Web3 gaming. So what I'm hoping to do with these kind of streams is to, try to find the good games that are trying to do this the best they can and bring attention to them and not to the pump and dump games or, and that's why I don't like a lot of the like clicker games and things like that. They just want to have you within the app just clicking things and just so you can get a token at the end, and then you get the token, but everybody that gets it quickly sells it because that's the only reason that they were there in the first place, and then the token loses all its value. And then there's nothing left, there's nothing there for anyone, and everybody just sits there saying, all right, I guess that happened, but why and what did we get out of it? Ideally, what you should get at the end is a great game with a robust community. Because if the game works, right? If the game becomes like a hit with its own sustainable economy, then the people that participated in making it, especially in the early beginning, they will end up benefiting a lot. And so will the game developers, and they can create more games or keep improving the existing game, and then things can move forward, which unfortunately is not what usually happens. But anyway, I'm getting a lot of issues. It might be time to call the first stream. Unfortunately, we didn't get exactly what we wanted. I was hoping to show you RavenQuest. That unfortunately didn't go as planned because there was they shut the game down to do some maintenance just when we were starting to play. It was also somehow crashing with my streaming software, which is something I need to check. So we quickly pivot to Treevers, which is a great game. I enjoy it a lot. They're doing a good campaign at the moment, so it's a great time to jump in and play around with it. Unfortunately, like it says here, if you want to read it, they are trying to fix these issues. Keeps logging out, especially on computer. It works much better on mobile phone. I really recommend, if you're going to play it on the phone. And if you have something like this is great because you open this up, you connect your phone like that, and you can just play. Well, let me deactivate the virtual background so you can actually see it. Right. This is the best way to play Treevers. I'll just quickly show you. And anyway, this was the first stream. We got a chance to talk a little bit. You could hear some of my ideas. I'll try to create some clips out of it, so it will be good content for social media. And, as we go along, we will get to know each other more. You're going to be hearing more about my ideas. I really encourage everyone to just leave comments for whatever it is that you're wondering, or anything that has to do with Web3 gaming, crypto in general. Like, I've been in the space for a long time, many years, dedicating myself to educating people and trying to make the complicated things as simple as possible. The people that I teach this kind of stuff to, they always say that I am someone that, they can, when I speak about all this complicated stuff, they can actually understand, which is unusual. So ideally, we can create a two-way conversation, and it's not just me pontificating the whole time. And I get a better understanding of what you're wanting to know, where you want me to go on and dig deeper, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can play the game like that, and you can move around with this one, and you can shoot this, and you can throw your magic like that. And it's a lot of fun to play like this, especially on the go. This is my favorite way of playing Trivers. The last thing I'll show you is that if you do want to participate in the Trivers contest and giveaway, there is something that you need to do, which is you need to get one of the NFTs. And I'll show you here, because I got mine. If I go to inventory, here, Trivers, the Trivers collection, you need to at least get one NFT. This one is the cheapest you can get. It's worth $5. So this is so that, yeah, all the bots and stuff like that are not gonna be able to participate in the airdrop and the giveaway and the contest. So it's a way to removing all the accounts that are, trying to farm the token and not add any value. And and you need to go to, no, it's not this. What was the website? What was it? What was it? Store. Where was it that you actually buy these items for? Is it here? This is RavenQuest. Triggers. No, these are just the crowns. Well, these are some of the games from Immutable that we will check out in different videos. But yeah, I will find out where was it that you get the NFTs, because unfortunately when you go to their website is very simple. And one thing that I will tell them as a feedback is like, there is no link to where you buy the NFTs from, and you need the NFT to participate in the contest. So come on, guys, that is a simple. doing. Like it should be here front and center. Maybe if we go to their Twitter page. So in their pin message, it has all the information you need to know about the contest. There was be 21 days of rewards. We're gonna give away 3 different tokens. END, which is their token, IMX, which is the token for the immutable blockchain, and MON, which I'm not sure which one it is. But anyway, they will reward between 3 categories. So active users, the people that played the longest. Skilling masters, those are the ones that, when we were chopping wood and collecting stones and things like that. And then leaderboards. Of course, no botting, no auto clicker or multi account. You need to purchase an NFT. It can be any of these ones. You need to bridge it to the CK EVM. Like ideally, you would already buy it there, so you don't need to bridge it. And also, if you hold $100 worth of IMX or MON, you're gonna get a multiplier to your points. And if you hold any of the other NFTs from the game, you get a 1.5. And if you have an NF3, you get a 1.75 multiplier. And the snapshot is taken at the end, but don't forget to connect your wallet. The only thing that they don't include is the link to buy the NFTs. Again. Which, yeah. If you ask me, this is a big. Yeah, it's interesting. Like I need to scroll a long way down and I can't even get it. I don't have the link anywhere. Let's see. We can. You can buy it in OpenSea, but it's not ideal. On variable. Oh, these are the NF3s that they were talking about. How much are they going for? Oh, 4.2 ETH, 5 ETH. Wow. Wow. A lot. But see, these ones are in Ethereum. And this is a problem because then you're going to have to bridge it. So it's not what I would recommend. All right. I'll try to find the website where I got it from. I'll try to get it. Unfortunately, it's not quickly available. Anyway, I think today we did good. Again, the most difficult thing is to get started with this kind of things, and we did. So I'm happy. And probably tomorrow, if I can fix everything, I'll be back so we can finally play some RavenQuest. Or if not, we can play a bit more of Trivers until the contest finishes. I'm excited to see how much you can get after all the the gameplay and such, more for curiosity than anything else. But anyway, thank you, whoever stayed, whoever watched. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties. This was our first time, and we will make things better as we go along. Leave any feedback, any question, anything you want. Get in touch. If you wanna follow me on Twitter, it's x.com/exponentialtom. It's also Exponential Tom on YouTube, on Twitch, on everything. And you can even go to exponentialtom.com to find everything on my socials there. The website is still showing all the stuff that I was doing with more in the DeFi space. So I am still working through making all the changes as we are now focusing on the Web3 gaming space. So bear with me, everything will happen. It just takes a lot of time because I'm only one person, plus I'm also working. This is not my job. This is something that I do for fun and because I love it. So anyway, see you next time. I hope you enjoyed it. Whatever feedback you can give me to improve, I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, just take care, have fun, and enjoy your gaming. See you in the next one.